Okay, so I'm making some granola today. That is my, pretty much recipe. But, I most definitely adjust that. Because as you'll see, this is far more than 1 cup of cranberries. And I know for a fact that this is 2 cups, I think, of almonds. So put as much or as little as you like. But this recipe is really simple and it comes together really quickly. So in here I have 3 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. So all I'm going to do is basically start dumping.
Okay.
All right. We have the almonds. This is orange zest from 1 orange. We have a 1/2 cup. This is coconut oil. We're also going to do a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. All right, we're going to add some spices. This is clove. Most people just add cinnamon, but I like clove because it adds a nice earthy spice. And here we're going to add some cinnamon. Probably going to use about a 1/2 teaspoon, but that should be plenty. I'm going to use a little salt. You need a little salt. That's going to add to the flavor, bring everything together. Last, we're going to add the maple syrup and give this all a stir. So we're going to give this a good stir, get everything coated. And then you can see we have a sheet lined with parchment paper we're going to pour it onto. Okay, so we're just going to pour this out on a 1/2 sheet pan and flatten it out. Now, what I love about the granola so much is that it's so versatile. You can add whatever fruit you want. Today, I just added cranberries, but most times I'll add cranberries. I'll add apricots. I'll add different fruits in there. And you can add whatever nuts. You may want pecans. You may want almonds. You may want walnuts. You may want a mixture. You can add whatever you want. If you want it for the syrup, instead of maple syrup, you could use honey. So it's different things that you can do, and it's so versatile. So here, I know you got those vegans out there. This is a good vegan recipe. If you're using the maple syrup, if you want to, you can use that instead of the honey. So we're just going to press this down. We're going to bake it on 350 for 21 minutes. And then we'll give it a stir halfway through. After we give it a stir halfway through, we'll take it out, let it cool, break it up a little bit, add the cranberries. I'll show you that in a second. All right, it just came out the oven. We're going to let it cool for a couple of minutes before I add the cranberries. All right, we're going to add the cranberries, give it a stir, and then let it finish cooling. So I keep the granola stored in an airtight container, so you can use something like this Rubbermaid or whatever you have. A glass container works well. You just want to keep the air out so that the granola doesn't get stale. So we'll use this as a little snack for throughout the day, and I'll just add some to a little Ziploc for Yul and I to have during work. All right, so you see, and you can make these up ahead of time if you want, and you have a nice healthy snack throughout the day. Keeps you full too. Another thing I love to do with this is make parfait. So we have Greek yogurt at the bottom, a berry compote, and then I'll top it with some of this granola. Now, if you're not going to eat it right now, which I am, then save the granola to when you're about to actually eat it and add it right before. But as you can see, store it without the granola and then add it when you're ready to eat. But it makes for a perfect breakfast. So if you're looking for a quick on-the-go breakfast, I would definitely advise these parfaits. They keep us nice and full for the morning.